Hello. This month we're going to be looking at step 4 from the 10 steps to retail success methodology, range planning. And I'm also going to be introducing you to Independent Retailer Month, which happens in July. So first of all, range planning. Why would a retailer want to plan a range? Well, the simple fact of the matter is, without a range plan, you can buy far too many options for your store and end up with excess stock, or far too few and end up selling out before the end of season. It's important to start looking at your range plan as basically a structure of what your future range is going to look like. It will include the number of options that you're going to have and also an idea about what your price ladder looks like. And as you move forward towards the actual launch of the range, you can add things like average rate of sale and plan your initial order quantities. It's a great tool for controlling the business and making sure that you don't have any gaps in terms of what you're presenting to the customer, but also to make sure that you haven't overspent or overbought in a particular area so that when it comes to implementation, you can't merchandise the product. Range planning will lead us into pricing and promotion, which is step 5, and I'll be talking about that next month. If you'd like to know more about any of the 10 steps to retail success, then have a look at retailchampion.co.uk/retail-tips. Okay, Independent Retailer Month. That happens in July this year. Independent Retailer Month launched first in 2001 in the UK, but had a heritage in the USA. It started off in 2009 as an effort put together by two particular individuals who'd been focusing on improving the lot for independent retailers in the USA. It went global when I introduced it into the UK last year, and 2012 is going to be bigger and better. We've got lots going on, and it's a good time now to start planning what you might get involved with to make sure that you make Independent Retailer Month a success for you. The point is to draw attention to the value add that the independent retail sector brings to the high street. High streets are being accused at the moment of looking like clone towns, and that's because each one looks exactly like the next. This disengages the consumer, and it's no good for anybody, let alone the small players, but the multiples too don't like to be part of a clone town. What indies bring to the high street is diversity, excitement and products that you wouldn't typically find in the multiples, so there's an important role to play. They bring employment and they bring interesting routes to market for small producers and designers. So it's a really, really important sector and one that needs to be celebrated. The whole point about Independent Retailer Month throughout July is to create some excitement, some noise, some vibrancy, and draw a lot of attention to what you've got to offer. Bring in other retailers around you and tell the local press, the local radio stations what you're up to. Make a lot of noise, because in the USA, retailers who got involved last year reported not only increased footfall, but increased sales. And if you can engage new customers through your activities in July and then retain them, then you've got an increased customer base ongoing. So have a great month, and next month we'll be speaking about step 5, pricing and promotions.